Welcome into the Extra Point on AtoZSportsNashville.com. Follow us on Twitter at AtoZSports and go like our Facebook page at AtoZSportsNashville. Today, Zach, we're talking about the Titans and the best fits at wide receiver in this year's NFL draft.
Yeah, so we're talking about three particular wide receivers. Mike Williams out of Clemson, Corey Davis out of Western Michigan, and you've got John Ross out of Washington. I'm personally going with the last guy that I said, John Ross out of Washington.
Okay.
I know he did not show out whatsoever when they faced Alabama in the college football playoff, but I think it gives the Titans what they need. And you know what? They don't have to spend their number 5 overall pick or their number 18 overall pick. I think they could get John Ross maybe if they trade down into the second, maybe in the third. You never know. But they need to replace Kendall Wright. I think John Ross, with the talent, skill, speed, fits that mold.
Yeah, Mike Williams too expensive, and I don't think he's fast enough. I think he's going to run around 4.6 40, and number 5 overall pick, way too much value to give up for Mike Williams. But I'm going to go with Corey Davis. Corey Davis out of Western Michigan. He has been productive all 4 years of his college career. Over 5,000 receiving yards. And you think about what John Robinson is looking for. He's looking for production. That's the number one thing he wants in college football players. He went with Tajay Sharp in the 5th round last year at UMass, where he was leading the NCAA in receptions, and he doesn't care where you go to college. So Western Michigan and Corey Davis, who's been productive for 4 consecutive years, it fits. And Corey Davis fits the Mike Williams role of being the alpha male wide receiver.
Here's what I'll say to that. The school, Western Michigan, the competition is not the same.
Right.
When was the last time, literally in the NFL, that you had a big-time, just superstar wide receiver out of a small college like that?
Terrell Owens, UTC.
Exactly. Randy Moss out of Marshall. It can happen, but they're
Jerry Rice.
They're few and far between. In today's age, where do you get the big-time wide receiver? You get them out of big-time schools. And I don't know if Corey Davis has felt the competition, the defenses. It's a big-time difference than playing against teams when you're on Western Michigan's team or playing against NFL corners.
You can go Marcus Colson out of Hofstra. How about Nate Washington out of Tiffin? There are guys that are out there from smaller schools.
They weren't drafted that high. That's the
They
difference.
weren't drafted. Terrell Owens.
You're going to spend a lot of money on a guy who hasn't had the competition that the other guys have.
You're right.
That would be a concern.
But Western Michigan, and they've played more people than I think we've realized. They've tried to play better schedule because they've been trying to row the boat to the national title under P.J. Fleck. So Corey Davis, in my opinion, I think he's got what it takes physically to be able to stand up against big-time talent like he'll see in the NFL.
Well, one thing is for sure, he loves mantras. If he can row the boat, he can be a part of the exotic smash mouth. Am I right?
Yeah, that's probably true. That's today's Extra Point on AtoZSportsNashville.com.